Hello. I want you to like this page and share it. I got a message for you. And I want you to tell as many people as possible. And the reason I'm doing this, doing it live, is because there's so much fake stuff out here. I said, I need to come on and do something live. And I want to talk to you about you've got to be hungry from the standpoint of what it takes to make it today. And I feel when I think about and reflect on my life and things I've overcome and how I got here to do the things that I'm now doing. For those of you that are familiar with my voice, let me see some signs, some thumbs up or some hearts or something. If you've heard my voice over the years and it's possible, or you've got to be hungry, I want you to just give me some signs, because I got a message for you. And I'm clear, my message is not for everybody. If one of the things that I find interesting and entertaining, if you thumb through and stroll through the internet, you'll see a lot of church services that people are dancing. This is the time. We can't dance our way out of this. No. This is a different space. But in just an incredible time. And for those of you that can hear my voice, I'm going to make it clear. I'm not, if you're not into me and the message that I represent, just keep strolling. I'm not for everybody. I'm looking for the few that can hear my voice. And I'm looking for 7 people who want to finish the year strong. Okay. This is an incredible time in history. And right now, the masses are victims of what I call weapons of mass distractions. Weapons of mass distractions. There are more distractions going on now. Every day, there's something. And it's not mentally healthy. I'm telling you what I know. And part of the process, what I found, that when I was paying and taking in a lot of the stuff in the news, I found myself having all kind of aches and pains. I say, wait a minute. I wanted to be informed, but I said, you know what? It's okay. Somebody will tell me about it. I need to get the sizzle. I don't need to get the whole steak. All right. So if you're ready for a breakthrough, if you're looking for, how do we, in the midst of all the things that's going on, millions of jobs, over 300 million jobs are going to be eliminated because of artificial intelligence. Thousands of people are being laid off in the retail industry and from government jobs. All types of disruptions are taking place. How do you begin to make it? This is a crisis, but keep in mind, crises in the Chinese language, it means danger, but it also means opportunity. It's an opportunity. Why, Les? Because so many people are focused on things they can't do anything about whatsoever. You remember there was a play years ago, and they had a line in the play called, I don't want nobody to bring me no bad news. I don't want nobody to bring me no bad news. I remember when I was first diagnosed with 4th stage cancer, and people started telling me, you know, my uncle died from cancer, and my father died from cancer. I had a cousin died from, and I said, wait, excuse me, tell me who lived. I don't want to know who died. We can all leave here at some point in time. I want to know who lived and what did they do. Now, if you want to know less, how do we make it now with all the stuff that's going on, with the pure DNA of America being revealed to us? How do we, in the face of the pushback and the divisiveness and the hostility that people are displaying, how do we make it in the face of this? Trust me on this. I want you to think about this. I want you not to focus on what's going on. No, I don't want you to look at reality as it is. I want you to envision the reality that you want to create. We're not here to react. We're here to create. We were created by the Creator to create. If you agree with me, Let me see some hearts or some thumbs up if you understand and feel where I'm coming from. You feel me? As these young folks say, you feel me? And I got some receipts. I know how to make it against the odds. I know what I'm talking about. I'm 80-ish. The 17th, I turned 80. I find this incredible because I used to think people in their 40s were old. I wonder, where did the time go? Time has picked up speed. I'm telling you what I know. And so my goal is to live full and to die empty. And I'm looking for people who want to rob the cemetery, as Dr. Miles Monroe would say, of their dreams, of their gifts, of their abilities, of their talents. We were born and preserved for such a time as this, and all the stuff that's going on. Let me share something with you. Here's what I know. I don't believe this. Belief is in the mind. Knowing this is in the heart. Here's what I know. We are better than anything that's put in front of us. I'm telling you, this is true. No, see, it's one thing to, oh, we're more than a conqueror. No. You got to live from that place of knowing, I got this. We got this. And so here's what I want to share with you in the limited time that I have. Number one, I want you to think about a goal and dream that you have that's important to you. When I think about my life, and life is so fascinating. I live in Atlanta now. Had no idea. When I first left Florida, I came to Atlanta, a lady named Dr. Barbara King in Hillside Spiritual Center. Some of you are familiar with her. She made her transition. I spoke there the first time I left Florida. Now, keep in mind, my twin brother and I, my hero, he was a sky soldier. He served in Vietnam, Purple Heart. And we were conceived in Gainesville, Georgia. But our mother, she went down to Miami, Florida, Liberty City, to give birth to us in an abandoned building on a floor because the largest hospital in Dade County in Miami, Jackson Memorial Hospital, didn't receive colored people. That's what they call us, did colored people. Did they elevate us to become Negroes? I did black and did African American. Okay. Now you just think about this. I'm 80-ish. And during this time, people talk about we're going through some tough times now. You don't know what tough times are. I came along. We couldn't vote. I came along. We can go to a public restaurant. I came along. If you pass a white person on the highway driving and you went faster, you get a ticket. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, it was a very debilitating, oppressive environment. So when I say to you that you got this, I'm talking from a place of knowingness. And so Wesley and I, born in Liberty City in Miami, then our mother, Dorothy Bell Rucker, put us in foster care and came back to Gainesville, Georgia. Now, I didn't know when I came to Atlanta the first time and spoke at Hillside Spiritual Center, our mother was on the front row. Now, being adopted, I always wondered, would I ever find anything about my mother or father? I met a niece and two brothers I have that I didn't know. And she said, when we were at the church and you spoke, your mother kept saying, that's my boy. That's my boy. And she said, I thought, Uncle Les, that she was agreeing with you. What she was saying, that's my boy. She knew me, but I did not know her. This thing called life. You can't make this stuff up. Now here's what I want to bring you to. Wesley and I went to Douglas Elementary School in Miami, in Overtown, I was put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade, labeled educable mentally retarded. I used to get in trouble all the time because I talk too much. And now I get paid to talk. You can't make this stuff up. I've been around the world talking, okay? My mother used to say, boy, your mouth like a refrigerator. You can't hold nothing. And so what I want to talk about right now, I'm encouraging you, tune out the distractions. I want you to think about a goal and dream that you want to make happen, because this is an incredible, opportune time to do that. More millionaires and billionaires are being created now than ever before. This is a time that you need to be focused and tune out the distractions, because there are things that we are looking at that we have no control over. Don't listen to things that don't inspire you, that don't make you feel good, that don't give you actionable steps on how you can change the quality of your life. And I'm going to deliver on that. I'm going to share that with you. Now, so I want you to think about your goal, and then I want to ask you another question. How are you going to make it happen? And when I'm talking about how you're going to make it happen, what I'm focused on, what's the price you got to pay in order for that dream to become reality? Because you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. My first major goal was to buy my mother a home. I said, Mama, what is it, Leslie? She used to go to work with my mother on Miami Beach. The neighbors didn't want to watch me. Mama adopted 7 children. But the neighbors would watch the 6, but they said, Mamie, you got to take Leslie with you because he's a little touched in the head. They didn't want to watch me. And I used to walk around these big, beautiful homes that Mama cleaned on Miami Beach and cooked for these families. And we ate the food left over from the families that she cooked for. They would say, Mamie, whatever food is left over, you can pack it up and take it home to those 7 children that you have adopted. And I used to say, Mama, what is it, Leslie? When I become a man, I'm going to be able to buy groceries for us. We won't have to wait for somebody to eat and then we eat what's left over. When I become a man, Mama, I'm going to buy you a big, beautiful home just like this. I want you to think, is there someone that you love? Someone, you can tell I'm a mama's boy, someone that was there for you when you couldn't take care of yourself, that you like to do something special for. I want you to think about that. Or some goal or dream, something different that you want to do with your life. I mean, at this stage of my life, my goal is to help people who have goals and dreams and want to invest in themselves and want to put in the time and effort to develop their skills and talent so they can leave the world in better shape than how we found it. Helen Keller said, life is either a daring adventure or it's boring. I'm looking for people who want to live a life that matters, a life of meaning, a life of purpose. I'm looking for some people who feel in their heart of hearts that they're meant for more. This is not for everybody. See, a lot of people, they're fine and comfortable being mediocre and living an average life. No, you got to be hungry. The people that are going to make things happen, they're hungry. Listen to this. The hungry dog gets the bone. I'm telling you, you got to be hungry. Why? Because you're going to have some pushback. My goal and dream was to take care of my mother and to provide for her and to make sure that she would not end up in a nursing home and to buy her a beautiful home. And I did all that. And my brothers and sisters said, Leslie, there you go dreaming. Yes, somebody asked the question, when is it that a man or woman dies? When their dreams die. Don't you give up on your dream because you have some pushback, because you have some failures, because you have some defeats, because it hasn't happened when you want it to happen. No, absolutely not. I went through a lot to be who I am. And part of the process of achieving your goal and dream, you must die daily, as Paul would say, to who you are now to give birth to who you are to become. In fact, I've found it's not the accomplishment of the dream, it's who you become in the process. That's exciting. And here's something I know about you. You listening to me, here's what I know. The only reason you're listening to me because what's in me is also in you. My message is not for everybody. My message is for the few. The road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it. It's for the few, not for the masses. There's a book called Change or Die. Most people, I know this to be true, would rather die than change. And you know people like that. And so don't try and convince people of something that they don't want to hear. Don't cast pearls before swines, lest they turn and rend you. So I'm not here to instruct you or to invite you to a life that you don't want to live. If you find it being mediocre, that's fine. That's none of my business. My mother had a sign on her mirror. Oh, Lord, help me keep my long nose out of other people's business. But I want you to think about your goals and dreams, and part of the process, protect your mind. There are a lot of people that are failing today because they're not protecting their mind. We're being inundated with all kind of negative stuff day in and day out. We're giving up real estate in our mind to stuff that we can't do nothing about. This is the time that you've got to train your mind. If you don't train your mind will be trained by life. Be ye not conformed to this world, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. And so part of the process is that you want to ignore the distractions, because this the strolling, it's addictive. They have these algorithms. They do behavior marketing. You start looking for one thing, then they have some other stuff. And there have been times my phone was off and I turned the phone off, and what I was going to Google, it was already on my phone. Now you gonna tell me, I know they listen to us, but I ain't talking about nothing. So they wasted their time listening to me, okay? Now listen, you were born for greatness. Greatness is your birthright, but it requires that you be focused. Keep thine eyes single, and that whole body will be full of light. You got to be focused. People are like, how did you go from being labeled educable mentally retarded, put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade, failing again in the 8th grade at Booker T. Washington High School, no college training, and end up speaking around the world to AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, General Electric, IBM? How did you do that? By what I'm sharing with you now. I was focused. Yeah, I had my mind focused on what I wanted to do. When you focus on something that you want to do, you activate something in your mind, a network like group of cells at the base of your brain called the reticular activating system. Oh, come on now. Oh, he uses some big words up in here. Yes, he is, honey. Yeah, he went there. Okay, anyhow, what it does, it piques your level of awareness. Let me give you an example. Have you ever purchased a car and you selected it because of the color and you didn't see it much? And soon as you got it, you started looking around, you saw more people driving around with that same mate in that same color. They didn't go out and buy the car because you got that color. It piqued your level of awareness. You invested some time. Listen, when you invest time and energy, when you start reading and you have, and I had a picture of the home that I wanted to buy for my mother. He said, I'll give you all your eyes can see. I had a picture before I can even had the down payment on the house. I'm telling you what I know, that all this madness and craziness going on is called life. Life be lifing. Things going to happen to you. Things going to happen to people you care about. And don't be concerned about that. Don't ask, why did this have to happen to me? Why not you? Who would you suggest? You want to give us some email addresses? It's called life. Life be lifing. And we have to deal with it. So you want to focus on your goal. Here's something else. Develop a skill that's needed. I decided I want to do something that I love to do. Find something that you enjoy doing that's the calling on your life. What's the difference between a calling less and a job? A job is what you get paid for. A calling is what you're made for. I was born to speak. I talk in my sleep. Yes, and you want to be so good at what you do that you get paid for, that you stand out. My son-in-law, Will, he cuts hair, and he is good. People all over Columbus, they drive over there on Mount Vernon Avenue, where I used to be a disc jockey on WVKO radio station, for my son-in-law, Will, to cut their hair because he got it like that. I know people have talents and skills in certain areas that are like Stormy Wellington, that she is good at what she does in coaching and developing millionaires. That's what she does. She's got a program called Girl Hold My Hand. And she's a bad somebody up in here. And she masters what she does. And so you want to find something that you are known for. This is no time to be average. Average is over. You want to have something that you do that you are so good and so dominant, you cannot be ignored. Now, once you find that, well, you say, well, I don't know what I want to do. Okay, experiment and find out. Life is about an experiment. I've done a variety of things. I used to be a disc jockey, LB Triple P, Les Brown, your platter playing papa. I used to be a community activist. I used to own a record store selling music. I've done a variety of things. Life is about finding something that resonates with you, because when you find something that's you never work a day in your life. I'm telling you what I know. I love this. It's a calling is you love so much, you do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. If you go online and put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome, Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome, you'll see me speaking before 80,000 people. I had no idea I can do that. If you go and put on Les Brown, it's possible. You see me speaking to thousands of people. Listen to me. Listen to me. There are things that you can do that eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind what God has in store for you if you're willing to be focused and disciplined. It's been said an undisciplined life is an insane life. Most people never achieve their goals because they're undisciplined. I could have done so much more if I'd been disciplined. There's a long period of my life I was crazy. You ever look at your life and ask yourself the question, what state of mind was I in when I was living that life? I was just pure crazy. Okay. And so, but we evolve. I'm like the lady who said, Lord, I ain't what I want to be, ain't what I'm going to be, but thank God I sure ain't what I was. You are meant for more. You have greatness in you. Greatness is your birthright. You're listening to me because what's in me is in you, and you know it. I'm not asking you to believe me. Belief is in the mind. Your mind has been programmed by the world. I'm speaking to your heart right now. Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. The heart is a knowingness. There's something in you that you know that you're meant for more. You know that where you are right now is not your destiny. If you understand what I'm saying, let me see some flames or some hearts or something. Just text me and say, I feel you, Les Brown. I feel you. I feel you. I can feel you up in here. Okay, now, so find something that's you and experiment. Here's something else. Don't ask how you're going to do it. Why? Because how is none of your business. You'll figure it out once you make the commitment. There's a reason we're taught walk by faith and not by sight. People say, oh, if I see it, I believe it. No, if you believe it, you see it. No, this ain't called life. You have to figure it out. Nobody's going to come up and say, oh, you got a good dream? Oh, you want to take care of your family? You want to take care of your mother? Oh, what a wonderful thing. Here's your dream. No. You're going to have pushback. You're going to fail again and again and again. People are going to rip you off. People are going to lie to you. There are people who will say, oh, you can count on me, and they won't be there. Now, here's something else. Focus on you. What do you mean? Most people don't achieve their goals because they have given up their time and their energy and efforts for people who are not worthy of that time and energy. Here's something I want you to keep in mind. Don't be the go-to person for people you can't go to. Now that'll preach. Come on now. Well, come on. Yes. Don't be the go-to person for people you can't go to. There are people who are always there when they need you, but when you need them, you can't find them. Now, here's something else. I'm going to save you some time, and I'm going to wind up, okay? Maya Angelou said this. I was fortunate to spend a full day with her, an unforgettable experience, a blessing in my life. This is her quote. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm saving you some heartache. You need to be texting me saying, thank you, Les. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I don't care if it's your children, your husband, your wife, family members, friends, believe them the first time. Now, if you're already on the 8th or 9th time, okay, understand the words of Einstein. Insanity is doing the same thing and the same way, expecting a different outcome. And here's something else. When somebody does do something to me, I never ask him, why did you do that to me? I don't ask that question. I know why they did it, because they wanted to. No. Oh, know what I do? I just separate myself. So I don't give them access to me to do it to me again. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me see some flames. Don't ignore me. You know I'm talking to you. You know it. You know what I'm talking about. There are people you put a lot of time and effort in, and they won't raise a finger to help themselves. Remember that movie, Jerry Maguire? Help me to help you. Had a friend did an intervention to help her brother get off drugs. He told her, get out of my house. Some damn intervention. And I never forget what Lorraine Watkins said to me as I apologized, said, I thought I could reach him. She said, Les, it's okay. She said, listen to this. Most people won't participate in their own rescue. You know I'm right. Most people won't participate in their own rescue. There are people who will pull you down before you can pull them up. You're meant for more. If you've been listening to me, only reason you're listening to me because what's in me is also in you. And what I've done, you're going to do that and do even more. I got the receipts, as young folks say. I'm telling you, go online and put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome, or Les Brown, it's possible, or you got to be hungry, or getting unstuck. You'll see me speaking before thousands of people. And I'm saying to you, I had this high school teacher who changed my life. He spoke to me. Some of you, as I'm listening to you, I'm interrupting your thinking right now. He said, young man, develop your mind. He said, you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. He said, practice OQP. What does that mean, Mr. Washington? Only quality people. Dennis Kimbrough said, if you earn within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends, and I found that out, I got all the broke people out of my life. If you don't change your relationships or your circumstances, your relationships and your circumstances will change you. I'm not making this up. I've been on the planet for 80 years. I know what I'm talking about. Now, here's something else. There's nothing as powerful as a made-up mind. When you make up your mind, there's something you're going to do. Things are going to happen to you. I remember someone that I had gone to help me to do what I'm doing, and I just admire them because of their knowledge and their credentials and their education and their achievements in corporate America. And I remember he saying to me, you're wasting your time. I asked, why would you say that? He said, how are you going to teach people how to do something you've never done? He said, this industry is dominated by white guys. You have the complexion of rejection. They have the complexion of exception. They'll make room for them. You have no college education, no corporate experience. How do you think you're going to teach people how to do something you have never done? Have you ever had someone that you trusted with your dream and they try to talk you out of it? And I'll never forget when his wife said to me, Les, when you left the house, we saw you getting in the car. And I asked him, do you think he's going to listen to you? And he said, no. And she said, I asked him why. He respects you. He looks up to you. And he said, he doesn't know enough to know he can't do it. See, sometimes you got to be intelligently ignorant. You don't know what you can't do. You don't know enough about yourself to say, that's not available to me. No, you got to put yourself to the test. I got a Zoom coming up. I'm here. I have all this stuff in me. I wanted to talk to you all today, but there's somebody waiting to pay me to talk to them, so I got to do this Zoom. But I just hope if you got some value what I've shared with you, I want to see some hearts. If what I'm saying, and I'm looking for, 7 is my lucky number. I was born February the 17th. I turned 80, me and my twin brother. And I'm one of 7 children. Joshua marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times. Naaman dipped himself in the river Jordan 7 times. I want 7 people who have some goals and dreams and looking for a coach, a mentor, and ready to put in the time and the effort and want to invest in themselves to finish the year strong. I don't want to work with everybody. Just want the few. 7 people. 7. I never forget Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, Les Brown, there's no success without successors. You've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this for 53 years. Before many of you were born. But some of you can hear me. A lot of you can hear me in your ears, but I'm looking for that few that can hear me in your heart. Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. I'm going to share with you how I earned my first $1 million. I'm going to share with you how you can take your business, whatever it is and how you can take it to the next level and develop a national and global impact. I've got the receipts. I've done it. I'm going to share with you how to put together a team. See, in order to make it, it requires mental resiliency. You got to be hungry. It requires a skill set that allows you to stand out in the marketplace, and it's something else. It requires being in a community of like-minded people. People have goals and dreams that hold you to a higher standard, that challenge you, that bring the best out of you. Remember I said earlier, you earn within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends. When you're around me, I'm going to bring your income up. You'll start making, without blinking, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $80,000 an hour. I'm not talking about something that I believe. I'm talking about something I know, something that I've done. You've just been around the wrong people. Trust me on this. Relationships matter. How many of you seen people who had all kind of potential and got around the wrong people? One wrong relationship could mess your life up. Write this down. It's better to be alone than to wish you were. Behave. Okay. I promise I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Yes, okay. Hey. I'm so thankful to God that I could talk to you. And I'm still here. I received this from Cancer Centers of America. Les Brown, 39-year fourth-stage cancer conqueror. 39 years. I've been kicking cancer's butt. Your mindset, your skill set, and your relationships gives you a competitive advantage. Most people don't know. Relationships matter. Who you around? People rub off on you. You're a high performer and you're around people who don't have big goals and dreams, your performance is going to take a dip. I'm telling you what I know. I've been here for 8 decades. You were born and preserved for such a time as this. I got to do this Zoom. Okay. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm having a power surge. When you get in your 80s, you have hot flashes. I call them power surges. If you are one of those 7, I want you to call me at 208B, the letter B, hungry, HUNGRY. Yeah, that's the best thing to do rather than give you my email. And I got enough emails coming in. Call 208B, the letter B, B, hungry, HUNGRY. If you are one of those 7 and you're hungry, you want to finish the year strong and you're ready to put in the time, the effort, the work. And if you're coachable and you're really ready to invest in yourself and ready to go to that next level. If you can feel me and hear me in your heart. Okay, here's my final word. In order to live your dream, listen to me closely. You must be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. We've been programmed. We've not educated, but domesticated to absorb entertainment. I'm looking for the few that understand the value of enlightenment, of education. A lot of people are failing. I was failing for a period in my life, and a guy checked me. He said, the only reason you making $3,000 a month and I'm making $5,000 an hour because of your ignorance. You need to ask yourself, what is your ignorance costing you? We have people that have the capacity to win, and they're trying to open up new doors of opportunities in this era of accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition with an old, antiquated mindset. Whoa. Whoa. Mr. Brown, what is your ignorance costing you? People say, what you don't know can't hurt you. What you don't know can keep you broke. Don't come for me. I didn't call an Uber. Look, I gotta go now. I gotta go. I don't want to go, but I gotta go. Bye for now. Always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. Shoot for the moon because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Send me some feedback. Let me know if you got some value at what I've shared. Okay? I read the messages here. Thank you. Oh, and if you want to be one of those 7, we will vet you. 208, the letter B, hungry. Be hungry. Hungry.